to the fat bass.
Bulls Radio Lounge. The Bullshitter Show. YouTube.com. Welcome to a Friday edition, October 18th on your Friday. About 5 minutes past due, but it's okay. We had some technical issues that we were working on, changing things up, make this show better. Lint's in the studio.
Hello, everyone.
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Are you okay from your sickness?
Yes.
Yeah. Your little sniffles? Did you get
Dick.
Did you get your tissue? I forgot to bring your box of tissues today.
That's okay. I don't need them
Should
today.
have brought them.
Fucker.
Nasty.
Someone else is missing today.
That is true. Christian is missing. He had to take care of some things at his palace.
Oh, so it's okay for him to miss.
Well, he told me like prior.
So did I.
You told me like yesterday.
Hey, man. Asthma happens.
It's okay. Everybody gets sick.
Yeah.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Asthma happens.
I got your back, buddy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We got a whole bunch of tissues for you.
Sure.
So what'd you have? You had asthma? You had...
It's allergies, man.
Allergies?
Sometimes they get bad, and asthma. I do have asthma, so sometimes it gets bad. And
Is
then
it the
asthma
weather,
kicks
or-
in. Sometimes when the rain either hits or right before it hits or after, it happens. I don't know when it's going to happen.
Wonder why so many people get affected by the rain so much with like asthma and
Mold.
and- is it mold?
It brings out the mold.
Does it really?
That's what I've been
Does like
told.
the mold spores sort of open up and
Yes.
sort of
Yes.
say, "Come invite me into your lungs"?
Yes. And then you can't breathe.
Wow. How bad does it get usually with your asthma?
I have medication, so
Uh-huh.
it's somewhat controlled. So the only time it really gets bad, like if I take something with aspirin in it, oof, it's bad.
Does that screw you up with the
Yeah,
aspirin? Why does
yeah.
it screw you up?
Because I'm allergic to it, so it triggers an asthma attack.
So you can't even take like Aleve or
Nope.
what about ibuprofen?
Nope. Just Tylenol. That is
Ooh,
it.
that sucks.
Yeah, so
Because that'll destroy your stomach.
so I don't take much of anything.
So what happens if you have like a migraine? Do you go like the BC Powder route?
No. I
No?
just go take a Tylenol and work
Hope for the
through it.
best?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
That's why yesterday's what it was the sinus headache.
Oh, really?
Can't take anything for it.
You
so.
can't even take any like sinus medicine without all that stuff in
No,
there?
because Sudafed usually has aspirin or.
What about,
I could
like,
take like Tylenol, cold and flu or whatever, but it really doesn't do much.
What about NyQuil?
Oh well, that'll fucking knock me out.
Did
So,
it help your head?
Yeah, well I guess you're right there.
Knock your ass out to where you sleep
Boom.
for a couple hours.
Nighty night, bitch.
I used to take like almost 20-something ibuprofens at one time
Dude,
for my migraines.
that's
That's
wow.
how bad they get.
Maybe we should talk off the air.
They haven't been happening as frequent as they do. Usually if they come on, they're usually like with when I wake up in the morning
Right.
and I sleep wrong
Okay.
because I have like a compressed disc in my neck,
Oh.
you know, so
yeah.
if the pillow doesn't, work right, then it, fucking just screws up the entire. Like I've had migraines to where I'll be in the complete darkness, right, in a pitch dark room, right,
Right.
and it still hurts. You know what I mean? Like incredibly horrible. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
yeah.
nothing, even the sound of just nothingness just hurts.
Quiet kids.
So, in any case, a couple things to talk about. Some daily housekeeping things. I sort of went back to sort of my old radio roots because I'm not really per se a professional at doing this, but
Right.
I think I do, somewhat quasi good job.
You're all right.
So, keeping the ship afloat and all the hamsters fed.
You do well.
So I made you, since you're taking over Thursday shows,
Yes,
right, for Off the
yes.
Cuff, I made you a segment show sheet,
Yeah.
Usually it's called a daily sheet.
Okay.
Okay, and what that pertains, just to kind of give you a little bit of radio, behind the curtain, is normally on radio shows they have what's called a daily sheet, right?
Okay.
And what it does, it breaks down every segment. Like, segment 1, you'll have, a bit or a game. Segment 2, you'll have a guest or a segment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're breaking up. Now, you don't have to follow that, okay, per se. You know what I mean? You don't have to follow it to the letter. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
You
but
can-
It's
the-
a base.
It's just an
outline.
yeah, like a variable. So you can go further, more or less, however, you want to,
Okay.
So, but I
Yeah.
think it would help you out to kind of plan out things.
No, Will, it's good.
You know, and,
it goes hand in hand with what I made. It's a little more detailed than what I had too. So
Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
that's sort of like the norm
Yeah.
for newcomers of radio, you
Yeah.
know. Because I was thinking maybe you're sort of got, oh my God, I'm doing the show.
no,
know.
I mean I had I sent you that makeshift outline I did for the first one. But
Well,
it
because the
wasn't as
last one you
detailed.
were sort of, your computer shut down, all things were going
Yeah.
on, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
so I was hoping like, oh man, I hope that wasn't the case.
No. It was just one of the fucking stories.
Yeah, a bad website.
Yeah. Touchy computer.
So bipartisan bill would require new cars to install alcohol detection software, prevent drunk driving. That's one of the stories I have tonight. Trying to think. Wrong way crash in Riverview, 1 dead.
Ugh,
Yeah,
dude, stay off the road if you're drunk.
yeah. The Skyliner from Disney. Talk about that tonight.
That's cool.
There's 911 tapes that were released for that. There was the crash. Not really a crash, but sort of they bumped into each other. You know what I mean?
I got one about a extracurricular activity in the bedroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
And he had a couple claims. Adopted daughter from Ukraine, really an adult with dwarfism, and you'll never guess what they tried to do to the family.
Huh. I
This
won't.
person that they adopted, they thought it was a child,
Right.
comes to be that it was an adult. They tried
There's
to
a movie
kill,
like that.
and they tried to kill the family.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, it wasn't like that, but shit.
yeah. I have a whole bunch of stories tonight.
That's good.
The guy from what's his name? The Zach the Baggins, is that his name? Baggins, Bagans, right? He's the guy from the Ghost Adventures.
Okay.
He wants to buy John Wayne Gacy's brain because he feels that there's some sort of supernatural power. You remember John Wayne Gacy,
Sure.
right? Yeah.
Sure.
Guy who killed like 33 people.
Yeah.
So he wants to buy his brain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least. And I saw this one actor, which I find him very interesting to say the least. Right?
Okay.
Remember Debo
Yeah.
from Friday?
Yeah. What's his Tim Lister? I think is the actor's name.
I can't remember his
Tiny
name.
Tim Lister.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
He played in
Friday.
Friday. He also in the '80s he did a movie with Hulk Hogan.
Did he really?
Oh yeah.
What did he do with Hulk
He did a
Hogan?
wrestling angle. He was called Zeus. What the hell was the name of that movie? Belly. What was the name of the movie? I see you're already starting with your shit. Used cum tissues. What are you blowing your nose?
Did he put that in there?
Yeah.
I didn't see it come up in the chat.
Yeah. Well, he
This
snuck
says hello,
one in.
everyone.
Yeah, he snuck one in.
Maybe it hasn't come through yet. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, anyways,
that is.
I saw him on TMZ, and he was talking about how another football player from the 49ers, his name is Debo too.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm getting at
Debo.
is that he got like really old.
Oh, right. Yeah.
like
he looks
really old.
rough.
Like he didn't age well.
He was in one of the Batman movies too.
Was he?
The Dark Knight. Yeah, he was.
Who was he?
He was on the boat when they were supposed to. When the Joker wanted the boats to blow each other up, there was one that was the
Oh,
prisoners.
yeah, he was a prisoner guy.
Yeah. So he was the
yeah.
one who tossed the shit out the window.
Yeah, he still got that lazy eye deal.
Yeah.
To where
yeah.
it's like, I mean, it looks cool, because it kind of looks like psychotic,
Yeah.
but
it does make him look crazy.
also the another story if we can get to, and this is sort of right up your alley with the comic book stuff, right?
Okay.
But Stan Lee?
Yeah.
Well, his daughter, right? is suing this. Oh, hold on. Stanley's Entertainment sues Stan's daughter. You must defend the family name. Basically, I guess she wants to take over for the company.
Oh, okay.
The company Stan Lee founded is now battling Stanley's daughter and her heir for control over the extremely valuable name,
Hell yeah.
likeness, and ideas.
Why the hell didn't she have it beforehand?
Maybe because you didn't want to give it to her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Or
never
the
met
people
the-
in charge didn't want her to have it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean the higher ups?
Yeah. How involved was he in the end? I mean, he was elderly.
Yeah, I mean, he was in every movie.
Yeah, he was.
You know, I mean, he's even in the video of the Spider-Man ride, an island.
Yep. Yeah,
He's in that one
Yeah, he
twice.
is. Yeah.
So,
I think he's in the cartoon one too. I haven't seen it yet, but
The cartoon one.
Into the Spider-Verse.
oh,
it's
is
on
that
Netflix,
one that
where all of
looks
them,
like a newspaper type of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spider Pig's even in that one.
I saw that. I
Spider-Pig,
wasn't too
Spider-Pig.
thrilled with that trailer.
I heard it was a good movie, but I haven't
Save
watched
that
it yet either.
for like one of those WGN channels.
With commercials.
With well, not even with commercials. 5 minutes of it. That's about it.
So that movie I was telling you about with Tim Lister, No Holds Barred,
No Holds Barred.
1989 movie.
Never heard of that one.
And then he did like an angle in the wrestling shoot with him and one of the heel wrestlers faced Hogan and somebody else at one of the events over the summer or some shit like that.
Which one? Who was that?
Tim Lister. He
Tim
wrestled.
Lister.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He played the Zeus character from that movie.
He sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I saw him today on TMZ. I'm like, man, he didn't age very well.
No, he didn't. It's probably steroids.
You think it's steroids?
I don't know.
That big old guy?
Who knows?
Gotcha. I don't know.
I don't want to speculate. I don't want Tim Lister knocking on my door. No thanks.
What Debo's coming? The song plays. You know, what
Yeah.
was the song? What was it? I can't think of what it was called. Was it a song or
No, it was just like noise. It was usually the bike he was riding.
Debo? I'm trying to look Debo's sound or Debo from Friday, where he comes in, and every time you hear that,
It's kinda like the
Debo's
hamster
coming.
sound almost. Squeaky, squeaky.
No, that was the bicycle.
Yeah, that's usually what he was riding. The bicycle he stole.
Oh,
And then remember when the kid he stole, the guy he stole it from, and the dad pulled up?
Oh yeah, the hell you doing over here?
Get your ass in the car. What the fuck you bringing me around here for?
That was the most funniest movie ever. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Friday. What did you think about Friday 2 and Friday 3? Did you like it?
It was all right. I mean, it's entertaining. Ice Cube's in. I like Ice Cube.
Yeah.
So there it is. Squeaky.
Imagine hearing that, and then Debo walks up and wants your chain or your bicycle.
Yeah.
That's gotta be. And the guy gets hit.
Yeah,
See
he
that?
does. He gets punched in his face.
Punched
See
his
ya.
ass right out.
See ya. You got knocked the fuck out.
Oh man, that's what a great movie.
Yeah.
They're making a Friday 4 or something like that.
Yeah, I think Chris Tucker's going to be involved.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think so.
Is Ice Cube gonna do it again?
I hope so. I mean, then don't do it.
Yeah, that's true. If you can't get the
No.
original cast in there, don't
Right.
don't
Put
do
Mike
it.
Epps in there too, though, because Mike Epps is a funny guy.
Which one was Mike Epps?
He was in the one where the second one.
Which one was that one? I mean, which
next
which-
Friday.
No, I mean like which was he the cousin?
Yeah,
Oh, that was his
Yeah.
name, Mike Epps.
Mike Epps is
He was sort of whiny though.
yeah, but he's.
I mean, he
funny
was
as shit.
funny, but he was just
Yeah.
sort of whiny on there. You know
His
what I mean?
stand up is hilarious.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever go to a lot of comedy shows?
I've been to some. I
Uh-huh.
enjoy stand up, so 'cause,
Okay.
it's a good laugh.
What's your favorite one?
I like Kevin Hart, man. He makes me laugh.
You like him?
Sebastian, what the hell is his name? He's on Netflix too. Sebastian, hold on, let me get his name. I want to get his name right.
I like I don't really go to a lot of stand up comedy shows. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I don't want to. I don't know. I've seen all the videos of where they sort of like kind of
Heckle
Pick-
somebody?
pick you out of the whole thing.
Yeah, you just got to sit in the back, bro.
Well, I do, but I mean, to me, if I'm going to pay that money, I want the guy to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want to go there and I want to laugh. I want to like laugh throughout the entire hour and a half that I'm watching the guy.
Right.
Not just sit there and go, "Huh, yeah." You know, that's great. Like Lewis Black. Lewis Black is to me is like what's his name? The Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison was funny too.
Yeah, but he brings it right down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean?
Intense.
And just the way his facial.
You see your country with new eyes.
This is Lewis Black.
I was amazed to realize that we are the only country that tells the rest of the world on a nearly constant basis that we are the greatest country on earth. And that is a little fucking obnoxious.
I mean, just his delivery and his movements and just the way he does things. Like, this is Lewis Black on Broadway. Is just hilarious. Like, I would see him, live in person.
I would have loved to see Robin Williams.
Oh, that'd have been great.
That would have been great.
That would have been really good.
Sebastian Maniscalco. He's pretty funny.
Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Maniscalco.
Yep. Maniscalco.
Uh-huh.
He's on Netflix.
Is he really?
Yeah. So he
a long
makes
name.
Me laugh. Yeah.
That's a tongue twister right there.
Dane Cook makes me laugh.
Have he done anything?
He
yet?
hasn't done anything recently that I have heard.
I seen a video of him. I think he was on. What was he on? He was on. What's the guy's name? Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh, okay.
And he looks old too.
Yeah,
he got old. You know what I mean?
I think he was older when he started too. Like
No, he was pretty young
was he?
though. Yeah, I mean they're the one. What's the biggest one that is where he's on a stage and it's a big circle, right? And he's got all the hair like he just woke up.
Yeah.
This one.
Yep. And I'll tell you why right now. Here it is. Because you are mental terrorists.
He's talking about women are brain ninjas.
Mental terrorists.
You are brain ninjas.
I mean, he was good at Employee of the Month too.
Yeah.
This is
a 1985 Honda.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Dan Cook is pretty good. I'd probably see him in live in a comedy show. Would there be any local people that you would see, like any what's it the?
I mean, I've been to Side Splitters. I've been to.
How's
the
that? Is that pretty
Improv.
good?
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just I don't even remember who we saw at Side Splitters.
Do you the one in Ybor?
Yeah, we saw I saw Wanda Sykes there.
Did you really?
Yeah, she's funny as shit.
Is
too.
she?
Yeah.
Is she very kind of? Because she was on the View at one time, wasn't she?
I'm not sure if she was.
I think she was. Like that whole and I don't want to sound insensitive to this, but like in the movie, what the End Game, right?
Yeah.
Where they're all sort of like, pro women and women can do, fight just like men can.
Uh-huh.
Was she kind of like that?
No, I mean,
No.
she just did her stand-up routine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't know what her routine is. I never seen her, live.
You should watch some of her shit too. She's funny.
Okay, I have to watch her, on YouTube or something like that.
Just throw something on.
Throw something on. So we had a pretty good show last night with
listened.
Belly. Did you listen to the whole thing?
As much as I could.
Much as you can stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuckers. Dicks.
Why? What was it? The ribbon for
No,
you having
I'm
a
fine.
cold
Whatever.
or what's going on?
No, I'm good.
Yeah?
No, it was a good show. You guys did good.
It was great. I mean, I thought it was good. The delivery was great.
Yeah.
Belly did a good job. Telling
So proud
stories.
of you, Belly.
Yeah, it was a good. I'm like stuttering
Good,
over
good,
here.
good,
God damn.
Good job, Belly.
But yeah, he was really good. Very impressed. Held
Piff
up
the
his
Magic
own.
Dragon. He saw Piff the Magic Dragon. Belly did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Piff the Magic
Piff
at
the
home
Magic
or
Dragon. At a club on Dale Mabry. I don't know.
on
What
a
club?
club
It
on
must have
Del
been
Nabry?
Side Splitters.
Is Side Splitters on Del Nabry?
Yeah. It's up there
Where is it
by
on?
like Del Mabry and Fletcher area.
Oh, really? That
Yeah,
far up?
Like
Huh?
over where that Chili's is.
Oh, okay. Is it
like
a big
right around
place
there.
in there?
It's in the back. You got to like drive in the plaza. There was a
Uh-huh.
pizza joint there. I'm not sure if that's there anymore.
Okay.
But, you know.
Because used to be what was called a Red Elephant.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah. They closed that shit down, but that was good.
I went to. There was a theater up there, very like mom and pop-ish type theater.
A Tampa Theater? No, that's downtown.
The Picture Show. Tampa Picture Show. Have you been there?
Yeah. I
Did
used
you-
to like going to those things.
Did you like that one?
It was okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
I
cool.
went
It was
there
different.
for horror film preview
Okay.
for Joel. Right, Joel was hosting it. Right,
Okay.
which by far is a different conversation for a different time.
Oh, okay.
Because he puts on a show, like he'll sing the entire song from, which I love the guy. Don't get me wrong, the guy is great. He's great at what he does. But he's saying the entire song from what's it called, Space Odyssey.
2001 Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the
Okay.
entire intro song, you know.
Wow. Did
which-
you ever go see what's that one? Rocky Horror Picture Show. Have you seen that one at midnight?
No.
I did. I seen a couple.
Really?
I seen it once.
Did you go to the one where they're throwing popcorn and stuff like that at the screen?
Yeah, well, I went to the one where there's people acting out the scenes on stage.
Oh,
Yeah.
usually they're in the audience.
Yeah,
doing
they interact as well.
Yeah, that's a horrible movie too.
Why is it horrible?
Because I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to my forte.
Dr. Frankenweenie freak you out a little bit?
No. I mean, I've seen it
Brain
once, and I just it's kind of like Grease. Grease is a horrible movie too. I thought.
I'd frick me. Grease.
Grease
How
was
dare you?
John Travolta. I mean, it's one of those movies to where it's like I just want to take my face and run it across the road.
How dare you? Don't you like some musicals though?
Yeah, but I like musical. I mean, that doesn't stuff like that doesn't really.
You didn't like Olivia Newton-John?
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't.
You better shape up, Bull.
Really? You
Better
think
shape
so?
Up.
Just because I don't like something. It's like only watching Endgame. Endgame was the same way.
You better shape up, Bull.
Endgame was, and no, I'm not dressing like Dr. Frankenfooter.
Dr. Frankenfooter.
Footer. I'm not dressing up like him.
Belly. He should dress up like that for Halloween. We should get him in some pictures.
That was the guy that, what's his name?
Tim Curry.
No, I'm not dressing up like that. Yeah.
Dr. Frankenfooter.
I would ruin some cameras. Like the cameras would actually take off and run. Kind of like, what was it from the Grinch movie where they took off his socks and they took off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the camera before you even take it out. So, yeah, a lot of things happened last night. We got a really heavy conversation of the, what was the person who left their kid in the car.
Yeah, I was listening to that.
That story really pissed me off, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I
What do you
like
mean?
you guys, I don't understand it either. So
Well, I just don't understand how people are that dumb
uh,
to leave their
I
kids
don't
in the
know.
car. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I
I
mean,
don't know. I just can't. There's no excuse for me. There's no good enough excuse.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People are just being dumb.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. I mean, they're like, oh my God, I left my kid in the car.
Well, it's a little more than that, I guess.
Well, that's why I asked Belly last night. I'm like, what do you think these people are actually thinking when they realize that they left their kid in the car all day long?
Well, the ones that aren't fucked up probably are like horrified.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, that sort of initial reaction when you get to work and go, no, shit.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's more than oh shit.
Well, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I mean, come on. You left your kid in the car. You went to work all day long. The kid's 1.5, strapped in the stroller.
Yeah, there's the breakdown in communication for sure.
I think they should take the people who do that and just sort of take them off in the woods and give them a good beating and leave them out there.
It goes into that episode that Belly had us watch on the other show, the Black Mirror episode.
I saw that.
Dude,
Oh my God, I saw that.
that was freaky.
That was, I mean, it was a great gimmick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
I mean-
wondering how the other shows are.
Fantastic gimmick on that episode. It was the Black Mirror, right?
Yeah.
And then the episode was called White Bear.
White Bear.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
bro. Yeah.
I mean, just intense on, because you don't really know what's going on until it starts getting further and further along.
right.
Right.
You're like, oh shit, man, there's some sick people.
Well, no, because you're thinking that, when you're watching it, the world has sort of come down to where, and they play it off as like the people are sort of zombified.
Yeah.
Because they watch this app, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they're filming constantly.
Constantly.
And the girl is like, I have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's happening. You know what I mean?
And then the swerve.
And then the swerve like halfway through, and it's like, holy crap! She I guess she kidnapped the child, right?
Yeah, with her boyfriend.
And with her boyfriend, burned the child, right?
I don't know if
They said that she burned the child.
They certainly murdered the child, and
Right.
she's the one who videoed it.
Oh, well, okay. All right.
So her punishment is
I mean, just think about it. And the whole thing is a big park. It's a big federal prison park,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Where they act out all this stuff, and it's all like a big show.
Big show.
And to me, I think they should have something like that.
Admission. People pay admission to
Would
participate.
you pay to do that?
That's rough, bro.
Would you? I mean, seriously, would you?
I know
would you
I
pay?
say that people should be punished the way that they
commit the
crime,
crimes?
but I don't know if I could. I don't know.
Why?
That's rough, man. It's rough.
What do you mean that's rough? I mean, it's that's their punishment.
But we're gonna pay to watch them be punished.
Why wouldn't you?
Oof.
Do you think that if they were, without a shadow of a doubt, convicted of the crime,
Yeah.
okay, no matter
Yeah.
what it is, right? Do you think that it'll be okay for them to say, hey, look, we've got this new like sort of Jurassic Park area, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they sit there and they go, well, you can pay, 20, 30, 40 bucks a pop.
Oof.
And all you have to do is just film them. Just film them.
I don't know. I am not sure if I could participate.
I would. I'd do it. I'd film all day long.
All day, huh?
All day long. You know what I mean? Because it's part of their life now. They have to honorate their sentence.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know. So I mean, what, it's like this: you put them in jail for however long, or do you? And they waste the taxpayers' dollars, or do you sit there and just watch or be a part of, I guess history, if you will, right?
Yeah, I guess, and make money off of it.
And make money off of it, and then have people come in and just a visitor. And on
Yep.
top of that, it's being broadcasted live throughout the entire world, just like our show is.
Yep.
And now it's they're paying for their crimes. I think it's great.
Wowzers.
I think they should we'll start it up right now.
Start it up right now, huh?
Well, think about it. How much crime would go down? Now we're not talking about petty theft. You know what I mean? We're not talking about
you're talking about serious shit.
we're talking about like murderers. We're talking about
Yeah.
rapists. We're talking about people that destroy other people's lives.
So, like, that being said, if you're doing that, are you the rapists? Are you having them raped every day, or the murderers? What are you going to do? What do you do with them?
Well, that would be subjected to the person who's actually controlling all that.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Oof, that's a lot of power for one person.
Well, no. One person, a group, whatever it is. You see what I mean? But the point is that you're taking what they've done, like just like with this person in the film, right?
Right.
They filmed this the boyfriend killing the child,
Right.
and then burning the child. So
Crazy.
now that is their sentence.
Right, but
To be filmed all day long live, not knowing what's going on every time they wake back up, right?
yeah.
And then coming back and acknowledging the video,
Oof.
watching it sort of like a Clockwork Orange,
Yes.
and then the ending part of that film was sort of taking back, because once they put that sort of halo thing on them,
Right.
and the guy's like, oh yeah, it's about 30 minutes and it'll take into effect, right? Because at that point she was starting to realize, holy crap, what's going on?
And then she's got to watch. She's got to relive it.
Well, no, after she watched it, they
Yeah.
brought her back to the room,
Right.
where she first starts out, and then they put this halo thing on her temples, right,
To erase her mind.
to erase her mind.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, oh, it's about 30 minutes and it'll take an effect and we'll do the whole thing all over again.
Yep.
Not
Oof.
knowing how painful that is,
Yeah.
because she's like twitching her neck back, because it's erasing her mind.
Yeah, I think she said she wanted him to kill her.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was one of them.
Yeah.
Which, to me, I'm like, all right, cool, do your thing.
Oof.
Okay, let me put it to you like this, right? If one of your either immediate family or your close family or people that you know, right,
Right.
not got involved, but was a victim of a rape,
Oof.
murder,
Yeah.
some sort of heinous crime, okay, you're telling me that you probably couldn't do that? Would you want this person to rot in jail off the taxpayers' dollars? Or would you want this person to sit there for almost 40 years on on death row?
Yeah. Release the lions.
And then all of a sudden they go, "Hey, look, you know what? You did good time. You're a perfect inmate. Even though you've killed how many people, you're a changed person.
Right.
So we're going to parole you and get out on good behavior."
Yeah. It's disgusting.
I mean, it's either that or we take the people who've done all this stuff and put them on a desert island and just put a whole bunch of great white sharks surrounding the island
And film it.
and film. Well,
Live TV.
yeah, you could film it. And then if they get off the island and they survive, maybe they get their freedom.
Wow.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe they
Yeah.
have to go back in the ocean and do it again.
Probably, yeah.
We'll wipe their memories. Our
I mean,
memories.
but they have to sit there and they have to be convicted without a shadow of a doubt. You know what I mean? Like some cases they spend like 30 years and then come to find out they didn't do anything.
Yes,
Does that make
that's
sense?
true too.
You know
There
what I
are
mean?
some
So
people that have been
they
wrongly
have
convicted.
they have to sit there and go, you know what? You know, like Lynn, you know what? You've been convicted of this crime, right?
Right.
Without we have undoubtable
Undeniable evidence.
proof that you were there,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
You did this heinous crime, right?
No.
You see what I mean? And
No.
now all of a sudden, you know, you're done. On the other hand, you know, they could say, you know what, we don't really have you on camera, but we know what you did. Okay.
Right.
So now what's going to happen is that you're going to spend, 30 years in jail until we figure it out.
Well, I'd have to be convicted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they convict you,
Yeah.
but they don't have any real substantial proof,
There's no evidence.
because things can be doctored.
Sure.
Things can be like, planted,
Sure.
to cover their own ass. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So now you've been in the prison system for 30 years.
Yeah.
That's 30 years of your life.
Uh-huh.
So let's say you go in like, when you're 30, you come out when you're 60.
Your life's pretty much done.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you've got a record. You've got all these things going against you.
Yeah.
You can't really get a good, stable job.
No.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now, I mean, I'd be like, you know what? Let's just do the park. You know what I mean? Because that way it'll take everybody that and if I'm offending people that are listening to their show, I'm sorry. I mean, it's
Change the channel.
yeah, change the channel. I mean, you got to put yourself in that situation. You know what I mean? I mean, it has to be with a reasonable doubt to do this park.
Sure.
you
sure.
can't-
Yeah, you'd have to be convicted. Yeah.
Well, you have
And
to
there's
have,
video proof that she
You-
actually committed whatever
Right.
they committed. So
but I'm
Yeah.
all for it. I'm like, let's build the park now. 300 acres.
wow.
It could be like what's it called? You could have certain sections of like, an alligator, pit.
Wow.
A thing of a pen of like really insanely crazy, bulls. You know what I mean?
Gladiator.
Kind of like you have to start at one end and work your way to the other end. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Kind of like Saw, but adventure park.
Saw but Adventure Park.
Yeah.
Want to play a game?
I mean, come on. I mean, if you're thinking about doing a crime and you know that there's this adventure park that's just like Saw,
Oof.
but it has like live animals and stuff like
yeah,
that,
you might reconsider.
I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I might just not go out tonight or
Sure.
do something stupid,
Sure.
But that's, I mean, I don't know. Hypothetically and hyperbole speaking, but I'm all for it.
You're all for it.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Wild night. So we got football picks coming up.
We do.
Um,
Christian sent me his picks, so I have.
that's
them.
right, because he's
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
have to rib him on that next week.
Yeah.
So
Rib.
play Madonna songs all night long.
I might have to be on location next week. We have to talk about that
What do you mean?
next Friday.
What is next Friday?
Next Friday is I might have a commitment with my one of my peoples. So
Okay.
I might have to be like calling in for a couple segments or something.
Oh, so you'll be out next Friday.
Possibly.
Which reminds me, I got to get dates from you.
You will.
Because I know,
I
like,
might have to pre-tape Thursday.
Halloween.
shows.
Yeah. Halloween is coming up. which
Halloween's
is a
on a
big date.
Thursday.
The Christmas holidays are coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Year's is coming up.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, we should come up with something and figure out if we're going to do shows during the holiday.
Well,
yeah,
that's what we
yeah,
gotta-
I agree.
I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
especially like, besides Christmas and, Halloween and, New Year's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, all the other dates I'm good with. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I'm good to go. It's just, it depends on you guys, because
Sure.
you guys have lives and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
you guys have had to sit there and do your thing. You know what
Life happens.
I mean? Which reminds me, there's one date that in November that we won't do a show
Okay.
on that Friday.
Are you talking about like the
November,
Thursday and the Friday?
no, just the Friday. in November. I'll get with you about that. In
Oh,
November.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just let me know. Man.
yeah. So
Whatever.
that one, it just struck my mind. So
Yeah. Well, we got Thanksgiving in November, so we could
yeah, that's
talk
on
about
a
that
that's on
too.
a Thursday.
Yeah,
the
so
28th.
right. So, you know.
Do you do a lot for Thanksgiving?
You know, the last few years we've been staying home, and
Okay.
I just because the way we have to, we're very busy, so it just works out better, and it's just my little family.
Okay.
So, but usually there'd be there used to be a lot of family activity.
Do you do you do a good spread or?
Yeah, I mean it's okay. You know, everybody's happy when they're done eating. So,
Fat and happy.
Fat and happy, and you know, I get help, so it's cool.
I think
fun. It's a good time.
that's sort of a worse feeling for me, I think.
Why is that?
Well, when you get like that full filling to where you
Oh.
can't fit nothing else in there, you know what I mean? And you're just
Yeah.
sort of like,
You got to unbuckle your pants.
yeah. You just sort of like, ugh, you know what I mean? All the turkey and the gravy just sitting inside there and all that jazz.
Yeah.
It's not the worst feeling, but it's sort of uncomfortable.
So Belly said like wipe out with death. I guess he was talking about the park.
Oh yeah, you don't remember Wipeout, do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
The
do.
show Wipeout?
Sure. I
don't know what
fucking used
happened
to
with that.
crack the hell up at that show. And then A. Cunning said, "Yeah, fuck the Eighth Amendment."
What is the Eighth Amendment?
Let's look it up.
You don't even know it?
No.
Oh,
Off the
come
top
on.
of my. Do you know the Eighth Amendment?
Hell no.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Checkmate.
no, I
Let's
don't.
see.
I don't know what.
Eighth Amendment. Constitution.
Dude, you're
Excessive
slurring.
bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel or unusual punishment inflicted. Oh, I see. Okay.
So what does that
Our
mean?
amendment would not allow for a park like that to happen.
We can get by.
Oh,
We'll call it something else.
We'll revisit it, I guess.
We'll call it a theme park, but they don't know what the theme park is.
Oh, okay.
There's
It's called Shady Town.
there's God damn, I'm stuttering.
Animatronic.
Animatronic animals inside the park.
Okay.
So you don't really know if they're real or not.
Oh.
So like
you
you've
don't know if
got
the people are real.
like you've got an alligator, river,
Okay.
nothing but alligators, right? You've got rabid bulls,
Okay.
right? What else? Lions.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my. And then they'd probably coach you in like some sort of like bait. You know what I mean?
Wow.
To kind of like you go through the bears, you have to put on the honey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to walk through there.
So you put the person in honey and make them run through the forest?
Well, in the bear section. You know what I mean? Or you walk through bees and you have honey all over you. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Something like that.
Maniacal.
And then if you make it through, you know what I mean? Then you have to sit there and go. They have to decide and go through the footage to see if it's actually like well worth that you made it through.
Oh, they have to decide whether you go back through or not?
Well, they have to decide on your fate.
Well, wouldn't they just send him back through?
No, because that builds it up.
Oh,
Like if
okay.
the guy made it, he's like, "Oh shit, I made it. I'm good. I'm free." Then they go, "No, sorry about your luck, kid. You're in a pen, right?"
No, now you got to go through the alligator pen.
And then let's say you're just in a holding pen, and then they review the footage, and then they come back like 4 hours later to see if they want to send you back through.
Wow.
That's kind of
You got this all figured out.
just off the cuff.
Wrong show. Wrong show.
All right, when we come back, we're gonna do a couple of different stories tonight. I think I pulled a little bit too much stories for a 2-hour show,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
That's all right.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it together.
Sure.
We'll talk about it. We'll have a great conversation. And then there's another series that I'm watching as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to, once I can finish it, I think we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
And kind of go through, because it kind of goes with what's going on now in today's society.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Like really deep society. Like stuff that you don't really think about when you're sort of, I guess, that age. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Maybe.
I mean,
What age are we talking about?
Well, sort of like high school type age.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Like bullies and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Netflix, it was a Netflix film, but it sort of got some really bad flack for certain scenes.
Okay.
So once I finish it, I implore you to watch it as well.
Okay.
At least the first episode.
Just one episode?
Well, there's 3,
Okay.
but you got to at least watch the first one.
Okay.
You know,
Gotcha.
because it builds
Gotcha.
up. All right, when we come back on the Bullshitter Show, we're going to get into some of the stories tonight, and then we're going to do the football picks. And do you have a game tonight? Or no?
Do I have a game?
Yeah.
No, there's no game tonight.
No game tonight.
No.
So we'll do football picks and then go through that as well. All that and more. Bulls Radio Lounge, the Bullshitter Show, back in a minute.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor?
Bulls Radio Lounge, the Bullshitter Show. That was, if you couldn't tell, Mr. Rogers, the old theme song, which we'll get into that here in a minute, because Tom Hanks is coming out with a new feature film about Mr. Rogers. And sorry to bust your proverbial bubble, but Mr. Rogers was not a sniper, as most people think. He was actually a straight dude.
Mr. Rogers was a sniper?
Well, that was the thing, that he was a sniper for the Marines,
Okay.
like a Marine sniper.
Oh,
Had the
okay.
longest shot in the world,
Oh, really?
like over a mile. That was a rumor.
Rumor has it.
But he was never a sniper.
Okay.
He was just a all-around good dude that wanted to produce phenomenal entertainment.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag that song from Mr. Rogers.
You gotta pull it from where I pull stuff from, man.
What's that?
You gotta pull it from where I pull the stuff from, man.
Where do you pull your stuff from?
YouTube Music.
Oh.
Premium service.
Well, I did play the song from YouTube.
There you go. Well,
But I've had issues from that before.
Well.
Yeah.
Well.
You know how it goes. All right, let's not forget, we talked about it last night, right?
right.
And that is, well, I mean, you weren't here, so.
I heard it, though.
Did you hear it?
Didn't I compliment Belly on his liner?
I don't know, did you?
I don't know. Well, do your kids like to whip and nay-nay, or maybe always dreamed of being front and center in the Nutcracker Ballet? If so, Extreme Dance Company of Tampa has the cure for what ails you. Located at 2741 West Columbus Drive in Tampa, Extreme Dance Company of Tampa offers multiple disciplines that can turn your little one into the new Fred Astaire or Anna Pavlova, all while learning all about teamwork, camaraderie, and most of all, having fun. Whether it is jazz, ballet, tap, acrobatics, lyrical, contemporary, or hip-hop, Extreme Dance Company has you and your future Juilliard star covered. For information, please call 813-877-4444 and ask for Manny or Michelle. You can also email info@extremedancetampa.com. For pricing and schedule, please visit www.extremedancetampa.com. Extreme Dance Company. Let them be your child's X Factor.
There you go. ExtremeDanceCompany.com. Thank you so much for that. For what you do.
Good job, Belly.
Good job, Lint.
Thank you.
Good job, Belly.
Belly.
As the music just cuts out
Perfectly.
perfectly at the end of the opening deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Rogers, right?
Yes.
That's been a staple sort of in the TV world, for years.
Yes.
Kind of like Fraggle Rock. Remember Fraggle Rock? Fraggle Rock?
Sure, it's more like the Muppets, though, for me. Fraggle
that was
Rock
sort of
a
like
knockoff.
In that time period, though.
Fraggle Rock's a knockoff of the Muppets.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think it was all done by Henson.
Did you like Fraggle Rock?
Yeah, it was all right. I like the Muppets. Fuck
Which-
Fraggle Rock.
Which one did you like the most?
The Muppets, dude.
No, which one?
What? Which Muppet?
Yeah.
Ooh. I probably like Fozzie the most.
Fozzie?
Fozzie, the
Yeah.
jokester.
I like
Waka waka.
I like the chef.
Dorf,
Swedish-
barf, barf. He was cool too.
Doo-doo-doo.
I like Pigs in Space though. Pigs in Space.
Pigs in Space. Is that
yeah.
the movie?
It's a segment.
Is it a segment?
Of
Okay.
the Muppets, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched
Yeah.
that. The Swedish chef sort of always gets me.
Morgish, morgish,
Yeah.
morgish, morg.
We're gonna talk to turkey.
Speaking of chef, I tried to get the chef in for this show, but
What happened?
she ignored me.
Oh. And we're talking which chef we're talking about?
Chef Fee.
Chef Fee from
Fee.
Amateur Works, right?
Yes, from Hemingway's. Chef Fee, if you're listening, call me. I
Call
tried
the
to get
show.
you in this week to fill in for Christian.
Oh, she could have brought some wonderful food.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Oh well.
So,
She'll come in.
so we're gonna have her for
She's
next week,
busy.
or what?
I'll try. I'm gonna see when.
Well,
I'm
you're not
trying to
gonna-
see what her schedule is. So because she's busy. So
Gotcha. Well, you're not gonna be here next week, anyways.
no, next Friday I'll be calling in.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
for a segment.
you're gonna be
or two.
calling, man.
What? Can't call
You
in?
can't just say that. I have a show to do.
No, dude.
No.
We talk about this. I got other stuff I got to handle too.
No, I know, but I mean, still, the show is like major priority. High stakes drama.
There are some stuff in this world that trumps this priority.
I know, but that's sort of high stakes. And hey, look, this is what you love to do.
Yeah. Hate to burst your bubble, but
Got to put priorities first, which is the show. I'll do a solo one.
okay.
Nobody wants to do it.
You want to do a solo?
Who, me?
Solo Cracola?
No. I like to have my team here.
It's okay. The other guy who's missing today will be here.
Oh, okay. All right.
I hope.
So we'll have flip flop from week to week.
Flip flop. No, well, hopefully the week after we'll both be here.
You're gone one week. He's gone the next
Yeah.
week. I'm here and
You're
Yeah.
there.
I'm there. I'm
We're
here.
everywhere.
So
Do you give everybody this much shit for missing shows?
absolutely. This is a main priority.
Get
This is the deal.
Outta here.
This is what's going on.
Get the fuck. Okay. Anyway,
It's all right, man. It's okay. It's all
life
right. We
happens,
don't.
man.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
We'll have a
You
a
guys
good
will be
show.
all right. You guys will be all right without me.
So Mr. Rogers, what's his name? I just forgot his name. God damn it.
Fred Rogers.
Tom Hanks.
Oh.
Tom Hanks is playing the new Mr. Rogers
Fred Rogers.
in the upcoming film. What do you think? You think he's going to do good?
Tom Hanks does good in anything.
That's true.
Wilson!
Castaway.
Wilson!
What was the other one that he did? Oh, he did. He did so much films. Apollo 13. Trying to think of one of the most newest ones that he did.
How about Big?
Big was good.
Big was good.
Big was fantastic. Classic film.
Classic.
Toys. Did he do Toys?
No.
I thought he did too.
I thought it was
it was-
Robin. What are you talking about? Toy Soldier or
No, Toys, like where he's
Toy Story?
not Toy Story,
Oh,
where
Well,
he's
he
playing
did
that
that one.
piano, like on the floor.
that's Big.
Was that big?
That's Big. Yeah. But
I thought
he also did something with Jack Nicholson too. Not Jack Nicholson. Jackie Gleason.
Which one was that one?
I think he was the son and Jackie Gleason was the father.
Oh, really?
Nothing in Common, I think it was called.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tom Hanks is going to be Mr. Rogers. I'm excited. I want to go see it in the theaters
Yeah, I'd probably
You
see
know,
it in the theaters.
and see what else.
like
I
Mr.
think
Rogers.
it's sort
I grew
of.
up on Mr. Rogers.
It's telling the story of how Mr. Rogers became Mr. Rogers
It's a beautiful day.
in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you be mine?
The other story that I had was the guy from Ghost Adventures.
Okay.
Trying to stay on time here.
Stay on target.
Zach Bargans, right?
Okay. Bargains.
He has a show called Ghost Adventures.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen it before.
I don't know.
Says in the title, I held John Wayne Gacy's brain, and now I want to buy it.
I don't know.
And if you don't know who John Wayne Gacy is, he's a mass murderer
He's a sicko.
that killed like 33 people.
Sicko.
It says this is creepy even for Zach Bargans. He got his hands on John Wayne Gacy's brain, a brain he wants to buy, and says he could use some sense, or he says he could sense some evil that consumed the serial killer just by holding the brain. You think it's true?
I don't know, man. I don't know why you'd want to buy somebody's brain.
What do you mean?
I don't understand it. What is he going to find in the brain? Supernatural stuff? Come on.
Maybe. I mean, he's all
Come
into
on,
supernatural stuff.
I guess. I don't know, bro.
Do you think that it's not? I mean,
Maybe he should donate his money to something that's for a worthy cause instead of buying somebody's brain.
but he's probably going to put it in a museum.
Okay.
You didn't know he has a museum?
Yeah, that's fine, but why do I want to go to a museum to see a killer's brain?
I mean, are you not sort of inquisitive about what the person's brain, like this guy, like how it's developed.
It would be interesting to figure out what makes the sickos and try to see if there's a cure, maybe. But to put it on display, come on.
So the Ghost Adventures star tells TMC he held Gacy's brain in his hands during a recent trip to Chicago, home where the late serial killer's forensic psychiatrist, Dr. Helen Morrison, keeps the organ, which is preserved in a container in her basement.
So somebody actually has this contained.
Now, this is a photo of John Wayne Gacy, his mugshot, right? But also over here, this is what he used to wear, like his clown makeup, while he would kill people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sick.
Gacy, infamously known as the Clown Killer, was executed way back in '94 after being convicted of murdering 33 young men and boys during the 70s, burying most of the bodies in a crawl space under his Chicago area home.
Sick, dude. So sick.
Zach says he will never, ever forget what he felt as he cradled Gracie's brain in the palm of his hand. He says pure evil.
So he felt the evil by holding the brain?
Now, Barkins adds he was shaking. Spooky, it says in the article. Zach says serial killers are kind of Zach's thing. You know what I mean? Like that's sort of his passion.
Okay.
He's got tons of Charles Manson items in his haunted museum, which that aired last Halloween. He actually did a thing where he has a divot box.
Okay.
With it's like in a glass case, right?
Okay.
And there's a salt circle around the box, and he was actually going to open up the divot box in his museum.
Oh.
Like he has a
live?
Like live.
Looking for viewers, as Belly would say?
Yeah, so and then also he has a set of stairs that's from the what's it called? It's a house they used to be up, and it was possessed by like 200 spirits.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of spirits.
So he has like the stairs from the house because they tore it down. They like walked in and like just felt this huge, weird presence. So Dr. Morrison has owned the brains ever since it was sliced up during Gacy's autopsy, and claims she feels his spirit following her.
That's weird.
And
I wonder how she was able to get that brain.
Oh, I'm sure they donated it to it. Like she probably put a thing out to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dr. Morrison has, I read that, and that's exactly why Zach wants to buy it and do further research at his haunted museum. Zach's not the only celeb interested in Gracie's brain. Khloe Kardashian once played with it on her reality show.
I'm going to play this brain.
I want the brain, yeah. Give
Throw
me
the brain.
Hey, Lynn, can you hand me that brain, please?
Throw it to me. I want to hold the brain.
Oh, my God, that's so cute. Look at the brain.
Look at this brain. Anybody else?
Do you realize I'm holding a brain?
A. Cutting likes Animal from the Muppets.
That's a good one.
Animal's
I like
a
Animal.
good one.
Yeah.
She was laughing at our banter about the priority of the show. And she said, "Run, Forrest."
Telling you.
That was a good one, too.
Run, Forrest is good.
Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was excellent. And she also liked Big.
Big is good, too.
Big is good.
On a reality show, but only Zach is crazy enough to want to bring a piece of Gacy home.
I don't know. I still don't get it.
I still think you should be here next Friday. Just putting it out there.
Well, you can hope.
The show comes first.
You can hope in one hand and wish in another.
I think A. Cutting would agree with me. The show comes first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say.
So Zach from the hit series Ghost Adventures, he's going to buy wants to buy Gacy's brain.
It's crazy.
How much do you think that'd be worth?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yes.
Would you want that in your house?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Why would I want his brain in my house?
Do
Shouldn't it have been put to death with him, with the body or whatever?
Well, I know Belly sort of has this thing about, inanimate objects being sort of possessed by different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'd be he's probably cracking up as we speak.
But I mean, what if that is true though? like, okay, I mean, obviously
He
this
just wants
guy's
the proof.
this guy's on a reality show, right?
Yeah, he
and
wants viewers.
He has his viewers,
Yeah.
right? Which is probably 90% of what he does.
And he wants to sell tickets to his museum.
Right.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that if that's actually true, like you hold the brain in your hand
right.
or an object that's supposed to have like some sort of spirit attached to it, right?
Right.
And let's say that you go, hey, like I feel the spirit or I feel something or I feel like on the show, a lot of the people are like feeling like tired, angry, feeling of disgust, all this stuff.
Just from holding the brain?
Well, not just that, but I mean different elements that go along with it.
Oh, okay.
Like I was watching last night's episode and there was a house that there was like 6 murders and 6 suicides inside the house. And the guy that was, being interviewed, he said that, he would do like fits of rage, from being inside the house.
Huh.
And just get angry.
Like Hulk angry?
Yeah, like just sort of off, out of nowhere.
Huh.
I mean, that could be possible.
Could be possible.
The supernatural is a crazy son of a bitch.
It is.
That
crazy son of a
that
bitch.
crazy son of a bitch. So I wouldn't put it past it. I mean, I wouldn't sit there and go, that's, could be implausible.
Yeah.
Kind of like Bigfoot.
Gotha.
And he had a couple claims. Adopted daughter from the Ukraine. All right?
Okay.
You adopt this kid from the Ukraine.
All right.
You're happy. You got a kid.
Yay.
You probably couldn't, either
Woohoo!
either you can't have a kid or something like that. But anyways, you want to go adopt a kid.
So instead
right?
of adopting a child from this country, adopt one from the Ukraine.
Well, actually, it's easier to adopt a child from a different country than it is to adopt here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So take the easy way out.
Well, no, because again, it's easier to adopt somebody from a different country.
Okay.
That's what I hear.
Oh.
So, oh man, the story just started right over again. So basically, the family adopted the little daughter that looked like a little daughter, but the daughter had dwarfism.
Okay.
And they had different motive.
Oh.
Adorable 6-year-old girl. But this morning, they claimed that girl was actually an adult woman who they believe was intent on killing them.
We were told by doctors, this person's a sociopath, this person is a con artist, you are all in danger.
So they told him that. I wonder if that's before or after. Like, hey, little Johnny, come on home. Let's see the dog.
Okay.
Next thing you know, the dog's slaughtered.
Woof.
It's a story just like the horror movie Orphan. Adoptive parents who believe they are adopting
I've never seen Orphan, did you?
No.
a young
It was by Warner Brothers.
Oh.
girl, but who turns out to be much older.
What are you talking about? The picture that I sent you is of our adopted daughter.
Hello?
She's 9 years old.
Hello?
No, she's not. She's 33 years old.
Now, Michael Barnett and his ex-wife Christine could face jail time, accused by the state of Indiana of neglecting their adopted daughter, Natalia, leaving her behind after moving to Canada. But according to the
Wait, hold on.
So they left the country?
They fled this is what I'm getting. They fled the country, okay, because the child wanted to kill them. That wasn't really a child. That was like, 30-something.
Wow.
And now they're being charged with a neglect. Let's disregard the whole I want to kill you
So that
from Ukraine.
The state doesn't believe
that the kid is a
the kid
psychopath
is 33 years old or a psychopath.
or the adult child.
The adult child.
Barnett's, Natalia is not who she says she is. They claim she's an adult.
Is that where we're going with the justice system nowadays?
I guess.
Like you adopt a kid, you bring him over here, you think that your family is happy, right? All of a sudden, the kid's chasing you around with a butcher knife, huddling around you like Chucky, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, now we want to charge them for neglect because the fact of this adult child wants to kill you.
They don't believe, well, if it's an adult, it can't be a child.
But that's what they're saying. The child was supposed to be, a certain age.
And
That's
the
what they
state
thought.
doesn't believe them.
Right.
And that she was attempting to cause them harm.
Natalia would do things like place clear thumbtacks on the stairs face up so that when we would walk up the stairs, we would be stepping on thumbtacks.
I'm assuming this guy is sort of the father.
I guess.
I mean, that's the way he's talking.
to pain and injure ourselves. She had attempted to kill my wife for the second time, this time by trying to pull her into an electric fence.
Oh, Jesus
Wow.
Christ. Pulling her into an electric fence. I mean, what do you say to that?
I don't know.
We were
Shocking.
asking police, please, after this second attempt, we would like to press charges. Please arrest her. And they kept pushing her into the hospital system instead of...
Oh, so they want to treat her for mental illness.
Yeah, probably.
Now, here's the thing. Couldn't they do like a DNA test to see like or like an age test?
I don't know. I don't
Or
know.
chronological age test or something like that?
I don't know how you could do that.
To where you're finding out that this little child is a little adult bastard that wants to sit there and kill everybody and take Meemaw and Peepaw to the farm and put them up against an electric fence.
That bastard.
The son of a bitch.
Of pressing charges.
Natalia was reportedly 6 years old when the Barnetts adopted her. She suffers from a rare form of dwarfism, and Barnett says they quickly noticed some suspicious behavior, including developmental changes consistent with adults. He claims that doctors, testing, and even a court ruling led them to believe she was actually born in 1989.
1989.
Wow.
I mean,
Does she look 6? You can't even see her face. I don't know how.
well, they blurred it out. Usually when they blurt it out, that means that the child is under the age of like 10 or under the age of 18.
So the state doesn't believe these people.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
In 2012, based on evidence presented to the court, the Marion County Superior Court ruled that her birth year would be changed from 2003 to 1989, effectively changing her from 8 to 22 years old.
Still, there is confusion about Natalia's age. Right now, she could be 16 based on her original birth certificate or 30 based on the revised certificate. But officials believe she was a minor when the Barnetts moved out of the country, arresting them both.
That's insane.
Wow.
With Empire's low price guarantee.
So what they do? Like leave her in the house and see you later. We're leaving.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
I mean, but that's just so insane that these people are leaving for their lives, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, now we're going to charge you.
Yeah.
Because the fact that this little, bastard of a adult wants to kill you. I mean, that's sort of it's almost like a Stephen King movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
Almost like an adult Chucky type of thing.
I guess.
To where are they gonna hide under the bed and like slit your hamstrings?
Oof. Or your Achilles tendons.
Or your Achilles tendons or whatever.
Your hammies. They're gonna reach up and split you in the hammies.
Yeah. I mean,
did you see that movie Terrifier? Have you watched that?
I haven't watched it yet.
You gotta watch it.
That's on my list to watch because I gotta watch it
for next week. Yeah.
You gonna be here for next Thursday?
We have to pre-tape next Thursday.
Really?
Really? You didn't get the email today?
No, I did not.
You don't check your emails.
I do check my emails. I didn't get that email.
I'm a busy guy in October.
So next Thursday you're out too?
No, we got to pre-tape.
Why?
Because I can't be here.
So you can't be here Thursday or Friday?
No, sir. Cannot. Commitments.
Wow.
Commitments.
I'm sort of beside myself.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're having an out-of-body experience.
Because I thought
myself.
I thought you were going to be here for Thursday.
No, I told you yesterday that we had the pre-tape Thursday.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. You just threw me a curveball.
No. This curveball was thrown yesterday.
Let's see.
Let me see too, so you could.
Yeah, because I don't know. Now you just threw me a big curveball. Just threw me off.
I sent you the message.
We
gotta look in your group with Belly too.
Now you're throwing a much deeper. You just threw me off. I was sort of on a roll there, and then all of a sudden you pulled out what you can't do on Thursday.
Here we go. Where is it?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Did you find it?
Yeah, sure did.
Let me see.
Pre-tape for next week, sometime before, if possible. And the week after is Halloween. See, I'm already throwing the dates at you. You're just not getting them.
I'm trying to. I'll figure it out.
This is how we run this.
I don't.
This network. We
all right. So you're not going to be here for Thursday or Friday.
No, we got a pre-tape Thursday. And then the following Thursday is Halloween. What are we going to do about that one?
Well, we're not doing anything for Thursday.
See?
For Halloween.
So that one's okay.
Well, no, because it's a holiday.
Yeah, so is Thursday's a holiday in my eyes too.
Okay.
It's a special holiday.
It's a football game, isn't it?
No. It's personal.
So Friday you're going to be out. Thursday
Friday
you're
I'm going to be out.
on.
Thursday, let's just figure out a time to pre-tape.
Okay.
We've done it before.
Now I've got to sit there and figure it out on scheduling.
Well, then you could take Thursday night off. Look at that.
I know, but that's loss of content.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
We
is.
did it for the Bullshitter show before. Pre-tape and then put it out Thursday.
I know, but still, though, all right. Well, we'll figure it out.
If you take the 2 hours and plug it in somewhere else, you're losing content. It's not like we're canceling the show.
Yeah, but still, though, people are riveted to hear our voice talk.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they?
To hear are their ears bleeding because I'm talking.
Okay. Well, then you could come in and talk. I apologize. But we could always pre-tape Thursday.
We'll figure it out during the break here in a minute.
Sure.
So
I sent you the story I wanted to discuss. Maybe we could talk about it on the next.
Was that on the email?
Yeah.
All right. Let me open up my email and see.
I might not have sent you an email. Well, no, I did. Let's see here.
Is it this one, the 813 one?
That's the one I just sent you, yeah.
All right. Well, man, the Thursday thing just threw me all off.
And I did email you this today, too.
Of which one?
We need to think of a day to pre-record next Thursday. See? And
you
even
sure?
Belly responded.
To the email?
Yeah, it's on Belly's thread. He sent the liner. See, you didn't get Belly's email either. Bull's in trouble.
No, I'm not in trouble. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. You guys throw me curveballs after curveballs.
The asylum.
After curveballs after curveballs.
We're just trying to keep you on your toes.
And I'm like, I have this whole thing planned out, and all of a sudden people are dropping out. They don't want to come.
Nobody's dropping out. Just,
and it's like.
We can't say we do this for you, so we have other things we have to do.
Yeah. See how far that got you. A woman who almost suffocated her boyfriend when she's. Hold on. Woman almost suffocated her boyfriend when she sat on his face and demanded he perform oral sex is charged with domestic abuse.
Yes. How's that for a story?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. A woman has pleaded guilty to domestic violence against her boyfriend, who complained he almost suffocated when she sat on his face and demanded him to perform oral sex on her.
Holy Roger Rabbit, Batman. I mean, if you just look at this mugshot,
yeah,
right? And
I'm gonna sit on your face.
And the is that a woman, or is that like a rabbit with a bad hair?
I'll sit on your face. You lay down. Sit on your face.
And it looks like she has a Buccaneer shirt on.
Sit on your face. The man told police he was scared to death when Amy Nicole Perino, 44, ran around their Boone County, Missouri home naked on December 2nd, 2018. So this was last year. Allegedly, struck him with a belt, brass plate, cell phone, and hit him with open and closed fists up to 25 times.
I'd be scared just looking at her.
The victim claimed that at one point during the incident around 9:45, Perino pushed him to the ground, sat on his face, and yelled, "Eat my pussy!" But he was unable to breathe.
I don't even know what to say.
According to the affidavit, the boyfriend felt sick to his stomach and told his girlfriend, who is an assistant and an embalmer at a mortuary, to leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
He still looks scared in his mugshot, too.
Well, of course. I mean, wouldn't you?
The responding police officer reported seeing one cut above his right arm and another above his left arm, both 3 to 4 inches long. The cop stated the victim told him a cut on his nose came from the woman sitting on his face, and the red marks on his cheek are from being hit with a belt. So she beat his ass.
Did it say for like, was it just because of that act?
I guess. She was
just
going
because
crazy, and then she demanded
he couldn't breathe.
I'm going to sit on your face.
Jesus.
You better eat this.
I mean, the guy in the mugshot, he looks like he's still traumatized.
He is.
And I'm assuming the woman over here, she looks, I don't even know how to describe her. She's got like this poof.
Perino was charged with 1 count of first-degree sexual abuse and 1 count of third-degree domestic assault.
Is this her like with the pink hair down here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Perino was accused of sitting on her boyfriend's face and injuring him with various ways last December in a domestic violence incident.
Last month, she was sentenced to 3 years in prison for an assault charge, but a judge in the circuit court halted the term and put her on 5 years probation.
So she probably run the prison system in there.
In a plea deal, the sexual abuse charge was dropped. In September 2019, mugshot showed her hair grown out and she was wearing a T-shirt with a Sunshine slogan.
Is this another picture of her with like the earrings, the Gage's earrings?
Yep, that's
with
her.
Was that a septum piercing?
Yep. She changes her look often.
I mean, I don't know. That's getting more
Sit on your face.
Halloweenish as we go.
It's scary.
It is scary. I mean,
I'm gonna suffocate you. They'll never know.
I mean, she looks like sort of like a pretty built woman, you know?
Yeah.
Toward,
She's beating his ass with a belt.
You don't do dishes, I'm going to beat your ass.
Hit him with a cell phone.
Jeez.
Took a chair shot over the head.
Just for sitting, not suffocating while sitting on the face.
And then the deal.
And
she scratched his nose with her deal. So
with her deal?
What's down there? Yeah, he got a cut on his nose, and he said it's from her sitting on his face.
Was she like a piercing down there?
I guess.
I mean, that's
she has some teeth down there.
Well, she's rough. It's like, what's that movie with Blade Trinity, I think it was?
Oh.
You know, where the lady had fangs?
Yeah.
But she didn't have fangs in her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
She had fangs down there.
Yeah, sick.
So when the deal was a deal.
The deal was done.
Wow. Yeah.
Chew it off, spit it out.
Oh, man. So there's another story on TMZ called Blackface Protesters.
Oh,
on the campaign trail, Justin Trudeau, blackface protesters on campaign trail, were Aladdin too. I don't know what that means, but all right. So Justin Trudeau, I don't know who that guy is. Blackface scandal is still a hot button issue as the election for Canada's prime minister approaches.
Oh, it's the Canadian.
Is he like the president of Canada?
I think he's running for prime minister, and then he did blackface with a bunch of other people.
As a couple demonstrators were happy to remind him, Trudeau took to a road trip Friday in Ontario to meet with voters and hold babies, including black babies, as he campaigns for re-election, making stops in Barrie and Whitby. He was greeted by a group of protesters at one of his stops, decked out in blackface, while holding up the old blackface photos of Trudeau that threw him into a storm of controversy.
Yep.
The demonstrators also had signs reading, "We're Aladdin too." What does Aladdin have to do with it?
I think it's because he dressed up as an Arabian prince or something, and he did his face like brown.
Okay. Aurelia Blackface Club welcomes Trudeau, which I guess that was the sign said. As we've reported, the Canadian PM has been on an apology tour since 2001. Since a 2001 yearbook photo surfaced showing him in a blackface when he was 29 years old. He claimed he was dressed as Aladdin, so that makes sense now. But after the initial scandal, two other incidents surfaced where Trudeau wore blackface as a part of a costume.
Yeah, so.
Justin's been trying to save face ever since staging a boxing workout with a famous black fighter and appearing on kids' shows to tell a pair of black twin girls he was sorry. So here's the thing. For me, I don't care about blue face, red face, black face. Like, I see people for people.
Right.
You know, I don't care if you're Hispanic, you're black, you're white, you're Puerto Rican. I don't care. You know? I really don't.
Right.
You know, because I'm not judging the person by their color. I'm judging the person for what they're doing. What's going on, like how they're acting. You know what I mean?
Right. So I guess people would see that he's acting offensive by painting his face.
But
like it's a mockery.
But
almost.
Here's my question: is it an entertainment value?
I think he was dressing up in a costume.
Or was he like saying, "Hey, look at me. And this, even in 2001, that's not even blackface. That's not even part of blackface.
Well, blackface was a long time ago, so
No,
yeah.
it was not.
Let's see. Here.
Blackface just started a couple years ago.
No, hold on.
Because this, I mean, stuff. You can't even wear a costume now without being accused of something, no matter what it is. Whether it's blackface, red face, purple face. You know, Will Smith got a lot of flack for playing Aladdin, and he's black and he plays a blue character.
Well,
I mean, still, what does that matter? What does it matter that you're playing? You're representing a character that you like. You know, like for the Orange is the New Black, right?
Right.
They had a person that dressed up as I've never watched the show. I know of the show, right?
It's a good show.
But the one person, I guess he dressed up as the one character on there. I'm assuming the person was black, right?
Right.
And they got a whole bunch of flack for that because they wore the orange jumpsuit.
So blackface began in the U.S. after the Civil War as white performers played characters that demeaned and dehumanized African Americans.
Okay, but was blackface profound in 2001 as it is now?
Well, racism's still
yes,
hot topic.
Racism is a still hot
Right.
topic, but it's certain people that make it a hot topic.
Yeah, but
You
it
know what I'm
still
saying?
exists, though.
But and I
It's
agree
still
with you.
bad.
It still exists,
Yeah.
and it's still a horrible thing.
Right.
Right. But my thing is that it's.
I guess people think that people who do blackface and what's the word I'm looking for? People still get upset about it because of the way it was used after the Civil War.
But is it people that are getting offended because of the fact that they're sort of being activist about it, or is it people? Okay, let me ask you this. Let's just say that you're an African American gentleman,
Okay.
right? And we're reversing the roles, okay? And you went to a party, and you saw somebody like you're still the same person,
Right.
okay? You're still the same persona, okay? And let's just say you're an African American person, right? You went to a party, a Halloween party. Somebody wore a character representing, that painted their face black. All right. Would you be offended by that?
That's a tough question because I probably could not put myself in an African American shoes. I probably don't even understand what it's like because racism still exists.
Okay, but hypothetically, let me ask you that.
I can't tell you because, like I said, shit hasn't been done to me the way it might have been done to somebody else. So it's tough. That's a tough.
But
question
that
to
stuff
answer.
happened. I mean, the majority of it, the 98% of it happened over 200 years ago.
Right, but we've been around since before Christ, right? So only 200 years out of thousands and thousands of years.
But then again, it doesn't just not with African Americans.
Yeah, sure.
It happens to every race.
Sure.
There's
my in-laws experienced it.
right.
you
I mean,
know?
there's white slaves in Africa.
200 years ago, but there were still issues with segregation in the 50s and 40s, 60s.
Well, of course,
here,
because
so-
it was the progression of
Right.
society.
So it hasn't been gone for
But
that
my
long.
thing is that why is it? I mean, if somebody wants to dress up as a character, right? Like here's why I see
if
it.
they have no malice intent behind it,
If it's for entertainment value, okay, and I'm at a Halloween party,
Right.
I'm like, that's a cool costume. You know what I mean?
right?
That's a cool character you're portraying.
And you might not have any malice intent, but somebody's still probably going to get upset.
And that's where we're at.
Yeah,
That's where we're at in society.
right.
It's just like when the whole thing about the removing of the Civil War statues
Right.
in Tampa,
Because
right?
it was offensive to some people. That's the state we're
Well,
in.
no. Was it offensive to some people, or was people just making a big stink out of it?
I think it was a sign of racism, I guess, to some people. So
But then again, like for the one that's in front of the courthouse for years,
Right.
right? How many people have passed through that statue and never said a thing, not even noticed it,
and then one person noticed it and said something
because they got on the train. They got on the train.
Well,
But it's like a revolution. It goes a certain way and then it stops.
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I mean,
See
come
how
on.
long
They
it goes.
threw a big fit about the rebel flag that's flying up beside 75.
Right.
It's not taken down.
No,
But let's take down a statue that nobody notices.
is that rebel flag on private property?
Doesn't matter.
Sure.
It doesn't matter.
The courthouse is public property, so sure it matters.
But the principle is still the same.
Well,
Okay, there's a statue over here in not a statue, but it's like a bowl, a big giant bowl over the Cypress beach out here.
okay.
That it's a bowl from like the Civil War area. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's still there. Nobody's pitched a bitch about that one.
What was the bowl for?
I can't remember word for word, but it was something regarding the Civil War area. Era.
Maybe it wasn't a negative symbol.
No, just nobody pitches a bitch about it. But if it's something intrusive,
Yeah.
and it's something like, oh my God, we have this big giant statue, then everybody's going to throw a bitch about it. You know what I mean? Because that's what a revolution is. It moves a certain way and then it stops. Like all those people that got killed a number of years ago because the guy sat there and ran his car through the big mob of people.
Yeah. At the rally or whatever. Yeah.
Is that necessary?
No, not at all. It's extremist.
Because you don't believe
Sure, it's an extremist.
or you want to prove a point? I mean, there's certain ways of dealing
bro.
with this.
Hate is bad, and that was racial undertones in that car deal where he ran a bunch of people over. So
Did he ever get charged for that?
I don't know what exactly happened. I guess we could look it up.
Or I wonder if they beat him up or something like that.
Oof.
I just think that we're sort of protesting in a way that it's not really conducive to our society.
Well, I just think there's too much of people pushing their own agendas and not
I agree.
not coming together to find the
Because-
common good for everybody.
I mean, in any race, you have sort of the people that are very big activists, right? And then you've got people who are like it's sort of hard to say because it's such a touchy subject, you know? But basically, at any race, you have those people that are sort of, I guess, smart is a proper way to do it. Because they know of the background. They know of the hate. They know of what's going on. But then they go, you know what? What does it matter? We're in 2019, you know? Let's concentrate on the future. Let's concentrate on how we make our country better.
Right.
Let's concentrate on how we, let's instead of delegating all this stuff about, how statues affect our lives that we lose sleep over, right? Let's figure out how we're gonna feed the homeless.
Right.
Let's figure out how we're gonna, take
Sure.
care of the thousands upon kids that are homeless.
No.
Or let's tackle some more things about, how to get, better health care. Or just in general, people that can afford certain things, even for their kids. They can afford pencils, papers,
Right.
backpacks.
A lot of the United States live below the poverty
But you know
line.
what? Let's sit there and go, you know what? I don't like that statue. I'm losing sleep over it. It's against my civil rights because I've passed it 1,000 times and I don't even notice it.
Yeah. It goes
I mean,
deeper than
come on.
that.
That's sort of idiocracy.
The dude who drove into the protesters was convicted of first-degree murder and 8 other counts, including aggravated malicious wounding and hit and run.
What was his sentence?
Let me see.
Was it life in prison?
Let me see. It's in Virginia, so.
Oh, Virginia's kind of a hard state. I mean, I don't know if you got life in sentence or you got death penalty.
I don't know if Virginia.
Are you a death penalty type of person?
It's tough because there's no real humane way to put somebody to death. So, I don't think anybody should suffer. But that being said, the person who's being put to death, if they're convicted and gone through the court system and that's what their sentence is, I mean, they didn't give a shit about the person they killed. So
what are you saying? Are you saying that you're for or against
I'm probably not against it. But, some people I know are, so.
See, and that's the thing that I have a hard grasp on. We as a society sort of think that with all this that's going on, right? All these people who commit, murderous and heinous crimes,
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're proven, guilty, right? That we should sit there and go, you know what? It's not humane to put the person down. It's not humane to put them in the electric chair. It's not humane to put them in the gas chamber.
Right.
It's not humane to put them in a firing squad.
Right.
But you know what? They just killed your 12-year-old daughter.
Right.
They just killed your whole family.
Sure.
They got drunk and they ran the wrong way and oh my God, they just, what is going on? if we're going to sit there and put these people and complain about the justice system to where now we're everything that we do, okay, every criminal that goes into the justice system now is being taxed and now is being to where, it's depleting our taxes. How much does it cost for one prisoner to be in jail per day?
I'm not sure exactly.
But
But people are in jail for shitty stuff too, like marijuana.
Oh, exactly.
You know?
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Sure.
There could be like some small thing like marijuana,
Right.
and one big thing like murder,
Right.
right? Okay. So if that person, if we're saying, well, that's not right because it's inhumane, then what is the appropriate punishment?
I guess life in prison for the people who think it's inhumane.
But then they're going to complain that they're taking up too much tax dollars.
Yeah, maybe they don't, but somebody will.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Somebody will.
Somebody will.
So where's the equal balance of it?
That's what everybody has to come together and figure out instead of pushing their agendas. Everybody has different perspectives. Bring your different perspectives together and come up with a better answer instead of.
Do you think they would?
No, I think there's money makes the world go round. So
True.
I don't think so. At least not in our lifetime.
I get irritated when I hear people say the execution things like I said, the electric chair, gas chamber, stuff like that is inhumane.
Well, but
Okay.
that's okay though. I mean, that's their. Why can't they feel that way?
No, they can.
Yeah.
It's my opinion versus theirs.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Am I saying that it's I don't, it's very hard because is it right if the crime is committed and it's without any doubt, okay, then it's right. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that if you're like a child molester, right?
Right.
You should have the exact same thing happen to you. You know what I mean?
Or put to death.
Right.
Right.
If you're a murderer, right? The way that you do it should be the same way. Like
the White Bear episode?
in Israel, okay? If you steal something, they cut off your hand.
Yeah. I guess that, but
And
people
that's your-
still steal shit, right?
True.
It's crazy. This dude got life. He's
He got
like
life?
at least 2 life sentences.
So now he's going to sit there until he dies in prison, and we're going to be paying.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. They'll probably fuck him up in prison.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I guess there's probably segregation in prison too. So
You think that he's going to like put him in a cell to where he does not commit suicide?
who knows? Who knows?
Segregation.
Who knows, dude?
The padded room.
They could.
All right. When we're going to take a break real quick.
We got picks.
And we got football picks coming up.
Picks.
Um,
Did you see the Joker movie yet?
I have not.
Me neither. Gotta check that one
I
out.
want to.
Yeah.
Couple of different stories as well. One of them is which I guess there's a Mexican firefight going on in Mexico with those guys, the El Chapo's son. After his arrest, there's a big, like, these guys are showing off their bazookas.
Wow.
In the car. Let's see what else. I have so many stories tonight. Really weird. And the Disney thing. I want to get into the Disney thing too.
All right, picks.
Let's
Disney.
do the Disney thing and they'll do picks after that.
All right.
So kind of end on a high note.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're gonna do the Disney new sky ride system. We're gonna talk about that, how it broke down and crashed, and people were stuck on there for hours, way up in the air. And then we'll do our football picks. Back in a minute. Bullshitter Show, Bulls Radio Lounge. Stay by.
Never been to the island, I wanna take flight with you. You know I love the island, so I had to try it. I'm thinking of the day when I could finally buy it. It being whatever you point to. Walk in the store like, baby, it's all you. And I'm just like.
I think we're live. All right, we're live right now. We're in the back stages of the studio, and there's a big, huge wasp nest on this prop. And I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to
spray and run.
I gotta find an area to run to. Shit. How am I gonna do this?
I don't know, because they're gonna swarm.
Crap. I don't know.
There's a shit ton
What
of
do you
them in
think? The Bullshitter Show, we're live and we're trying to spray this without, getting attacked. I'm trying to hold the camera while trying to spray at the same time. Alright, you gonna do it? Let me step over here so that way. Lynn has got the spray.
It's not spraying.
Oh my god, what's going on? We're having technical difficulties with the spray here. Hold on, stand by. Lynn's getting it working. Again, we're in the bowels of the studio. We're on a break. And we found this huge wasp nest back here. It's pouring down rain.
It's not working.
It's not working?
Nope.
What the? No. Oh, wait, do you have to break the seal, bro?
Oh, is it not used at all?
Yeah, you might have to break the seal on that joker. Yeah, see, you might have to break the seal, I think. There might be a seal on it. I bet you there's a seal right there. You know what I mean? You might have to take it in the room over there and look at it. There might be a seal on it that you have to break, like a plastic seal. You know what I mean? This thing's like a huge wasp nest. I'm trying to turn on my camera here if I can, which I can't. Which I can't see it now, so I don't know where the fuckers are. But Lynn is gonna sit there and do his due diligence to try to get it right, and then we're gonna have to run for our lives. Let's see, he's back. You got it working now?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna try to film while you spray. You getting it? Oh, they're all down there, bro. They're all down there. Look. All right there. All crawling. Look. They're all crawling. Here, let me hold your phone so I can flashlight it. Spray all over the floor, too. Again, we're in the bowels of the studio. And we're fucking spraying this shit down. Are we good? You need it dead?
Yeah.
Oh, you got one right there. Right there. Spray that motherfucker down. Oh, there's still.
I think we used the whole can.
You think they'll die?
That's it. Can's done.
What was that anyways? That was raid. So hopefully that works. I think they're all dead. Oh, that one's still moving. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got one more.
Alright, well we're gonna go back to the show. We just did that, and we'll talk more about it. Bulls Radio Lounge Bullshitter Show. Back in just a minute.
2019 model.
Let me ask you this about this life we live, and let me try to swerve some of this attention you give to them distant ass relatives over ham dinner. If they really missed you so much, why don't they just call and if you wasn't blood, would you still have love? Or in fact, does the blood make you think you have to love? Look, I probably love my family more than anybody here, but my homies are family too. Third cousins, get out of here. Who was you with when you got tattooed? Who was you tripping with when you did them mushrooms? And who the fuck threw up all over your car and then felt worse than you?
The Bullshitter Show, YouTube.com. We tried to go live. I don't know if we went live or not, but if you're in chat and you saw the video that we took outside where we were dealing and fighting with these big, ravenous, very large wasps that were back there.
There was a shit ton of them.
There was probably about maybe like 20 of them.
Yeah, they were building like crazy.
And they were like sort of, they weren't small either.
No.
They were huge.
Yeah.
Like really huge.
Huge.
Huge. You listen to ICP, which I met these guys.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. Very nice group of guys. Very down to earth. Love the guys.
Good music.
I think I saw their email. I might have to shoot them an email.
Cool.
To see if maybe they can call in live.
That'd be sweet.
But so if you saw that video, we went mobile on the camera. Mobile. And we destroyed the wasp nest.
Poor wasps.
Those things, do you like wasps?
No.
What do they serve a purpose for anyway?
I don't know. To sting you.
What's that?
To attack you and sting your head many times.
Make your life miserable.
Make you feel bad.
So we got that straightened out. It's a very odd thing when you're fighting wasps. I've seen nests that are like this big around.
Wow. I've seen some big yellow jacket hives like that.
Oh yeah. You ever see those what do they call those like Egyptian type wasps or something like that?
Wow. They huge?
They're like this long.
Wow.
They're about that big around.
It's like a pet bearded dragon.
They're huge.
Huge.
So we were talking about the Disney story.
Yeah.
And they built this I don't know how tall it is, but it's like an 80-foot Skyliner.
Yeah.
And I call it a Skyliner because I don't know the official name of it off the top of my head. But it's basically
Disney World Skyliner gondola.
Yeah, it's a sky ride.
Yep.
But there's no air.
No air.
You're sort of, when you're moving, the air sort of flows into the inlets of the windows.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I see a picture.
And so
see a picture.
Yeah, it was.
Damn, that's a lot of cars.
That is. I mean, they have a lot of cars on there.
Holy crap!
But still, though, the thing is that this thing, and I'm not surprised that it got stuck. Because it's every ride's going to get stuck no matter what.
Yeah.
But now they've released the 911 calls from there, and it says the recordings were released by Ready Creek on Friday after Spectrum News submitted a public records request. And one recording, an 11-year-old girl was trapped on a gondola with her epileptic mother.
Yep.
Asked for help. The girl tells the dispatcher that her mother doesn't have her medicine and could have a seizure at any point in time. Quote, "My mom needs a hospital right now, please," the girl says to the dispatcher through the tears. Dispatcher tells the girl, help is on the way, and the firefighters are trying to find their gondola. So you're stuck high up in the air with no air.
Right.
For like 3 hours.
Oof.
It's hot, summer heat of Florida, or any time in Florida.
Right.
911 calls from the night Disney's Skyliner broke down, and in those calls you can clearly hear people getting frustrated over not knowing what's going on.
Now, would you ride this?
Sure, why not?
Okay, even with no air conditioning, and it could possibly break down at any point in time?
Anything can break down, right?
911, what's the location of the emergency?
Yeah, we're stuck on the Disney Skyliner. It's going on 2 hours now, and they're not really. We're getting some automated message saying that we're going to leave shortly.
They are very aware of it.
You can hear the frustration in people's voices during these 911 calls from the night Disney's Skyline.
Now, my thing is, what happens if a thunderstorm comes by?
Yeah, I've been up here for 7 days, and they don't seem to be moving very fast. Could you come and get me, please?
I mean, you ever been stuck on a ride? Like
Sure.
an actual ride?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a roller coaster?
Yeah, that's happened. That I've been stuck like on a runway on a plane for like a couple hours because
Really?
there was something that needed to be fixed. Yeah,
On the plane?
On the plane.
And they shut it down the runway?
On the runway, there were some
Oof.
issues. So you're sitting in a plane, and there's no air in there. Just
On the plane?
just the circulating air from the
Airport.
cabin.
Down.
Yeah, but that's
Sick.
better than just sitting in a gondola
Gondola.
with just the window flaps
Yeah.
with the air circulating through there.
Could play patty cake.
You could.
Is anybody having a medical emergency in your car?
No, everybody's okay. We're just, I mean.
I understand. I know you've been in there for probably over 2 hours right now. We do have help on the way.
Everybody's okay. We're just a little inconvenienced.
Man, what happens if you like ate something at a different park
Oof.
and it didn't agree with you?
You're shitting in the corner. In the corner. Shit out the gondola.
And you're sitting
Get
there
it
and
through
you're-
the crack.
And you're waiting, and it's been like 2 hours.
Start turtling.
Yeah. And you're like, son of a good
Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to drop a deuce.
And you're sweating because it's about to come
Sweaty
out.
deuce. And I have nowhere to wipe. It's going to smell.
Trying to get it up and running, and we have our unit standing by.
Ultimately, only a few people were rescued by firefighters. A majority were forced to wait more than 3 hours
Whoa.
until park staff got the Skyliner running again.
That's because I don't think that the ladder that they use for the truck couldn't reach that high.
It could. Maybe
Well,
it
it would
could.
reach, but I mean, in certain locations, you couldn't get it there.
Right, because they're going from the Caribbean beach to the Epcot, I think it was, where
Well,
they got stuck.
there's all kinds of different
Yeah.
routes they do.
No one was seriously injured, and Disney released a statement apologizing
Saying
to
sorry.
all guests involved. But now
My bad.
Sorry, but you would have had to wait 3 hours for the Buzz Lightyear ride. It's okay.
I'm sorry, little Johnny got freaked out on the ride and pooped his pants. Couldn't hold it.
Stinky.
just a few weeks later.
So that if that's the case, and what happens is that it breaks down because some sort of mechanical or the two cars hit each other,
Oof,
right?
Bumper cars.
Then now you've got little Johnny inside the car waiting for 3 hours. He's got to go to the bathroom.
Pee out the side.
Now you got another issue. You got a
Yeah.
biohazard issue because the kid just, just pooped all over his pants.
The gondolas are up and running again, and many people say they're not afraid to get on them.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did their due diligence and
I ain't afraid no gondola.
I do a gondola.
I'll do a gondola anytime.
Should be fine. Yeah, we're not worried about it. No.
No.
I don't go to Disney very much. Should be fine.
Should be fine. I'm
Now,
leaving
it's
tomorrow.
still unclear what exactly caused the Disney Skyliner to crash
Somebody
and break down.
unplugged something. Oh, it was just this plug. Sorry, everybody.
My bad.
My bad.
So
You imagine that employee that does that? Shuts down the entire ride.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
It was him.
That
It was Roger over there.
It was
or
Roger.
you?
night, Disney officials have only said it malfunctioned. In Orange
No
County,
shit.
I'm Kelsey Thorid.
No fucking shit.
It malfunctioned. You guys were stuck 3 hours. Sorry.
Yeah.
No refund.
You think people would want to get something to compensate for
Here's
their
some
wait?
popcorn.
Here's a $20 Mickey ear bar for little Johnny.
$20 Mickey ear bar that really costs $2.
Yeah,
So don't
and
worry.
a pair of new pants. I mean, what would you do? Like, if
Hope you have some phone charge and just
but
look at your phone.
you're sitting there and you're waiting for like 3 hours.
That's probably felt like 9 hours.
Yeah, and then you're sitting there going, "Oh God, something's not right." I ate at the restaurant and it was so good, but it's getting yeah, it's getting close.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Would you be freaked out though? Honestly, would you be freaked out?
Being stuck up there for 3 hours?
Yeah. And you've got a bender coming on.
You're gonna shit your pants, dude.
I mean,
Gotta let it ride.
would you be upset?
Yeah. I'd feel shitty.
I mean, what do you do afterwards? Do you sit there and complain, or
You could complain, but all they're gonna say is,
sorry about your luck, kid?
"We're sorry, the ride malfunctioned."
Go wipe your ass.
Go. Here's a $10 gift card.
Here's a Mickey shorts and shirt that you can wear.
You should bring a change of clothes next time.
I mean, still though,
Some wipies.
that's got to be sort of a horrible situation.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if a lightning storm comes through,
Oof.
you're all
Zot.
You're on a metal poles with a bunch of metal cables. Yeah, and then something strikes the whole thing.
It's okay. You're wearing rubber shoes, people. You'll be all right. It's grounded.
Have you been up to the one in Orlando, the 400-foot one?
No.
You haven't been on that one?
No.
Do you do heights?
Yeah, I'm all right with heights.
All right. So would you be okay being 400 feet in the air?
Like on a ride or?
Well, like that big, the Eye of Orlando.
I think I'd be okay.
Would you be okay with that?
Maybe.
It's about a 20-minute ride.
I think I'd be all right.
Yeah, I one time I went on there and it stopped right on the top.
Oof.
Like for about 2 minutes.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
And you were like,
no, I was cool.
I was good.
I was good.
That's good.
The heights don't bother me.
Oh, okay.
You know. Would you do the one that's right next to it, the big tower thing with the chairs that goes 400 feet in the air?
I don't know. How secure are the chairs?
They're wires and stuff.
Wiry.
They're wiry.
Wiry.
But would you do that though?
I don't know. Maybe.
Go up 400 feet? Would you feel safe?
As safe as I could feel.
Or would you have to take some extra added alternatives to kind of chill you out?
Well, I mean, I was up in the Eiffel Tower at the top. Well, as far as I can go to the top. So
really?
It wasn't too bad. Yeah.
How'd you like that?
It was good.
All
I
right.
mean, on the trip, I would have rather stayed. We went to two places. We went to Amsterdam. We went to Paris. I would have rather stayed in Amsterdam.
Why?
Much more welcoming.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Little shops and everything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the people are nice.
Uh-huh.
Get there in the airport, and, like, they're welcoming their families. They're having, like, little picnics and shit. You know, we come to America, and they're like, good to see you, fucker. Let's get out of here.
Good to see ya. Go back to where you came from.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, without further ado,
it's time.
It's time for Lint's football picks.
Yeah.
Only on the Bullshitter Show.
Well,
so let's take it from last week.
Last week.
Because I don't have the sheet from last week.
It should be in your chute.
Let me see if it's in my chute. I gotta open up my chute. Which one did you send it to?
Damn, I didn't send it to you.
I don't know. You didn't send it to me, buddy. It's not in my chute.
Hold on.
I'm looking at my chute.
The chute's gonna.
I'm looking deep inside my chute.
What, you find anything brown?
Well, could be. I don't have it,
I
buddy.
didn't send it to you yet.
What's going on?
My show prep failed.
I
didn't take the final steps.
I was
like
deep in
opening my email.
I was deep in my chute and I couldn't find it.
The poopa shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, can't I do Gmail?
Why can't you? You having issues over there? Problems?
No.
All right. So who won last week?
Last week, Christian came in last at
Uh-huh.
a 5-9 record, and you and I tied.
Really?
9-5 each. You won on points though. So
oh, okay. So I came out, with the golden egg.
Yeah, the golden egg.
With the golden egg.
For the season, Christian is in last with 42 wins and 48 losses. You're in second with 46 wins and 44 losses. I am in first, 49 and 41.
You got to check your mic, buddy.
Check my mic.
It's I don't know if it's your mic or I don't think it's my mic. No, because I still hear the static.
Testing.
Yeah.
Testing.
All right. Let me just switch you real quick. Let me switch channels. I hate doing this. This is just drives me nuts when this thing doesn't work. You still there?
It's okay. I don't need a microphone.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's still there, but it's still workable.
Is it workable now?
It's workable now.
Workable.
It's workable now.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Just work it.
Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
All right, so try it. Is it in the chute? You
no,
got it in the hopper?
No, it's still.
Okay.
We still have to delay a second here.
All right, so I'm trying to tread water over here while trying to.
Shit, wrong password. The password is.
All right, so I won with points. You got second. Christian got third.
And for the season, I'm in first, people.
You're in first?
I'm in first.
Who's in second?
You're in second, and Christian is in last.
And it's quite honorable to have that because I have no idea what how to pick these football deals.
And you're over 500.
Am I really?
You're over 500, my friend.
Like points?
No. Well, you're 46 and 44, so your record would be over 500.
Oh, see.
You're better than 50%.
There you go. Even though I have no idea about fantasy football.
Yeah.
All right, so who's up first?
All right, so yesterday's game, you picked Denver, unfortunately, and they lost. So you're starting out 0-1. All right,
Christian sent his picks.
Christian
right?
sent his picks, so I have them all in the sheet already. I already wrote them down.
Let's go through his first.
All right. Well, I'll throw his out first when we go through the games. How about that?
All right.
Rams are 3-2 at the Falcons 1-5. Christian picked the Rams.
Rams and Falcons.
They are
3
playing in Atlanta.
in Atlanta. Is it a good field?
Indoors.
Indoors. Is
Indoors.
it AstroTurf?
Well, probably the fake grass or whatever it is.
Fake grass.
I
So
don't know if they do
AstroTurf.
AstroTurf anymore.
Isn't that AstroTurf?
I don't think they call it that anymore.
They call it fake grass?
Call it fake grass.
I don't think they call it fake grass.
Call it fake grass.
Thought they call it AstroTurf.
I don't know what they call it. Just don't call it late for dinner. All right, it is
Rams and
on
what?
the way. Rams at the Falcons. I'm going to take the Rams.
I'm going to go Falcons.
All right. 0-5 Dolphins at the Bills. 4-1. Christian took the Bills, as am I. The Bills.
I'll go Bills.
All right. Jaguars 2-4 at the Bengals. 0-6. Christian took the Jaguars. I'm going to go ahead and say the Bengals win their first game.
Bengals and who?
Jaguars. Jacksonville.
I like the town Jacksonville.
I
It's
like
got some
the
nice scenery. They have huge bridges. Huge. I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. Jacksonville.
All right, the 4-2 Vikings at the 2-1 Lions in Detroit. Christian took the Vikings.
Now, right now, I have up the picks from last week.
I'm going to take
on the live camera. If anybody cares,
I'm going to take the Vikings as well. Vikings Lions. Vikings Lions.
I'll go Vikings.
All right.
So last week, let's see. I took Giants. Lynn took Giants, and Christian took Giants.
Yeah, we all lost there.
All right.
The winning teams are the bold capital letters.
Seahawks, Texans, Redskins, Vikings, Saints, Ravens, 49ers, Cardinals, all that more.
All right, so Raiders at the Packers.
I'm going to go Raiders this time.
All right. I'm going to go with the Packers.
With the Packers.
Texans at the Colts. Christian took the Texans. I'm taking the Colts.
Texans and Colts, huh?
Yes, sir.
Who's a better team?
The Texans are 4-2. The Colts are 3-2. Colts were on a bye. So
I'll take Texans.
Texans. All right. The Cardinals at the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants.
I'm going to go with Giants, too.
Christian took the Cardinals. 49ers at the Redskins. Christian took the 49ers. I'm taking the 49ers also.
I'll do Redskins. I'll do the underdog.
All right. Afternoon games. Chargers at the Titans. Christian took the Chargers.
I'll go with Titans.
All right. I'm going to take the Chargers also. Saints at the Bears.
The Bears.
I'm going to take the Bears.
What is the Bears' scores?
They are 3-2. The Saints are 5-1.
3-2 and 5-1.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go Saints.
Saints.
Where are they playing at?
They're playing in Chicago.
The home turf for the
The
Bears.
home turf, cold Bears.
Now, let me ask you this:
Okay.
with the Saints and the Bears, right?
Yeah.
And they're playing home field.
Right.
Right. Do they the Bears have sort of the home field advantage?
I would say yeah, because of the elements. New Orleans has an indoor stadium.
Okay.
They play in the South.
And they play in an outdoor stadium.
Right, in the cold.
Is it going to be snowy?
I don't know if it's snowing yet.
Like snow, like deep snow?
I don't know if it's deep white snow yet.
Now, if it snows pretty heavily over there, do they sit there and they clean off the field
as best as they can?
Because I know I've seen some videos where they just clean off the lines, like
That's
the
it.
hash marks
Yep.
and
All they're cleaning
or
off is
the
the
yard
5 yards.
lines,
Yep.
you know. But that's it, huh?
You better put on the freaking long cleats.
Do they have different cleats for that?
Probably.
What
I
about
would
different
assume.
jerseys? I mean,
I don't think so. You freeze. Ravens at the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Ravens.
Wow. Sunday night game, Eagles at the Cowboys. Christian took the Cowboys.
They play at their stadium.
They're playing at the Cowboys Stadium.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Eagles.
Have you seen that screen on there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Would you want that at your house?
Yeah.
In your backyard?
Yeah, right there, hanging over the house. Patriots at the Jets Monday night game. The 5-0 Patriots, 1-4 Jets. Christian took the Jets. I'm going to go ahead and take the Patriots.
I'm going to go with Patriots, too.
All right, Christian took 34 points. I'm going to take 40.
I'm going to do 36.
36, and that's all. Well, wait.
What about Thursday?
Thursday night game. Redskins at the Vikings.
Oof.
I'm take the Vikings.
Was the Bucks on a bye week?
Bye week this week, yeah.
All right. Who would they play? Or it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, they're
so what do they do? They just train,
take the day off or take the week off. Usually,
Okay.
I think they give them the week off.
Kind of chill out.
Yeah.
So what was the Thursday?
Redskins at the Vikings.
Redskins and Vikings. What's the scores?
Well, as we don't know about this weekend, but 1-5 and 4-2. Redskins are 1-5. Vikings 4-2.
I'll take Vikings.
All right, and that'll do it, folks.
So if I was a betting guy, like
Yes.
at the Hard Rock or something like that, I'd be doing pretty good.
Yeah, right now you're doing all right. I mean, I'm winning, but
for all overall points,
overall, yeah, you're over 500, dude.
And again, that's
You might be making money.
my intelligence on football.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's interesting. You bring in a bullhorn every time.
Just, what if we need it?
Yeah, is that the one where he put the chip in?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Little SD card.
I haven't found the SD card slot, so.
No,
No.
it might be hidden
It might be.
somewhere. One of the sides.
Yeah.
Is it pretty loud?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty loud. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think that's all the way up.
No, don't put it towards the mic though.
No, it just stays one.
That's just the
volume.
microphone.
Yeah.
You're adjusting the microphone volume.
Yeah. And it
That-
stays one.
That sound is
It's disgusting.
Testing, testing,
1, 2.
testing, 1, 2.
Syllabus.
Syllabus.
We're bored.
We're not that bored.
We're not
Come
that
on.
bored, but.
All right, so next week you're not going to be here, right?
No, I'm gonna
Thursday.
call Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna call in the show Friday, and I'll at least do a segment with you guys.
All right, so if Belly, if you're listening, we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do for Thursday.
Belly, I know you sent an email about pre-taping Sunday, so we could talk about that. I don't know. If
Wait, he's
that's
not gonna
up
be
to
here
you.
for Thursday either.
Well, he said he'd pre-tape, but I'm sure he can come in Thursday.
Okay, all right. I mean, would you want to pre-tape or?
I don't. It's up to you, buddy.
No, listen. What do you want to do?
I'm good either way.
All
I
right.
know if we can't find a day to pre-tape, then it is what it is.
Just do it live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll call in.
All right. I mean, that sounds good.
You guys did a good show the other day.
Which
Hey,
which
as
one?
long as we have good content.
Which one?
The yesterday show. It was a good show.
I mean, it was all
Some
right.
Good conversation.
Really wanted you here
Well, I know, but
because you're the captain of the ship
yeah,
for
well,
Thursdays.
Yeah,
You know,
We'll
I've been
be
doing
all
it for
right.
so long that
Yeah.
want to pass on the torch.
You're a natural.
No,
natural.
I'm not a natural.
Natural.
I just sort of do what I can.
Well, what I'll do is I'll reach out to Belly and have a conversation, and you and I'll talk, and then we'll figure it out. If we can pre-tape, great. If we can't, that's cool too.
All right. So
No hurt feelings here.
when do you want to let people know?
Start looking at social media tomorrow night. We'll have a decision, I guess, right?
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Oh, that big storm's coming around too.
Yeah, so everybody's gonna be home.
Yeah. Is it a tropical storm or is it a
I think it's tropical storm.
tropical storm?
And I think it's gonna hit the Panhandle. So
You think so?
yeah,
I mean, we've had them before.
sure. I think we're gonna get some shit, but not like. I don't think we're getting hit directly. I think we're getting the.
That's going to hit more into the panhandle. I think.
Yeah. So prayers to those people.
But it's not as bad as a normal hurricane, though.
No, but they've been battered. They were hit last time too. So
Well, that was a couple of years ago,
yeah.
too.
Well,
They,
wasn't it
they
last year?
still. No, it wasn't last year.
There wasn't one last year up there.
No, it was a couple of years ago.
I don't know. We have hurricanes every year.
That is true. We have hurricanes. The middle part of the country has tornadoes.
Yeah.
And then the California has earthquakes.
Earthquakes. I'd rather deal with what we have to deal with.
I just live in Canada.
Well, that'd be cool too. But
Because you ain't got nothing up there.
just
except for snow.
cold. Your
I could-
testicles will live in your stomach.
I could deal with the snow.
I could deal with my testicles living in my stomach.
Would you live in the snow?
Sure.
Did you live in the snow before?
I'm from New York, so I mean, it wasn't like
What part?
Queens.
Oof.
So there was some snow, but it wasn't like all the time.
Now, Queens bad Queens or Queens good Queens?
I grew up in the projects when I
Uh-huh.
was young, and then we moved to a different part of town, so that wasn't too bad. But lower, middle lower class family.
How long has it been since you've been to New York?
Shit, since 1995, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know the subway system real well?
No, I probably would need a map.
I hate the subway system over there. I went on it one time when I went to New York, right?
Right.
The worst. Absolutely the worst. It's all like, from a perspective of not being in a subway type of town,
Right.
like Washington, D.C. is a subway town.
Okay.
They have one. But New York has quite a few.
Yeah, that's everywhere. You can get to all the boroughs on the subway.
Now, boroughs, what do you mean by boroughs?
There's 5 boroughs in New York City.
You're talking about like the town,
Yeah,
like individual towns?
There's Manhattan. In the city itself. There's Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, and then Long Island.
So why do they call them the boroughs? Is it boroughs?
Boroughs.
Or
Boroughs.
boroughs. Like little muskrat burrows, right?
Boroughs.
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 Well, why do they call them that?
That's what they're called. Let me see.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if like maybe you knew because you're from New York.
Yeah, they're just called boroughs.
So you can get from from Queens all the way to like what, Upper New York? Would that be Manhattan area?
No, you can get to in the city. You can get to all the boroughs. I'm not sure how far the train system goes, like in the state, but
Right.
in the city itself, yeah.
Because I know I rode one from New Jersey to the 9/11 thing. Memorial.
Okay, yeah,
Like I went underneath the Hudson River.
yeah, that's cool.
That was interesting
It is interesting.
because you don't realize how deep you're underground.
There's tunnels you could drive under there too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, those expensive. They're like $20 a pop.
It's crazy.
You know, just drive underneath the tunnel.
It's crazy to drive on the bridges too. The tolls are insane.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Is it the cost of living expensive in New York?
Yeah, man.
Is it really
yeah,
bad?
You have state income tax too, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to pay all that and plus
Cola's high.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then
We're pretty fortunate where we are.
And then on top of that, you have all the people that live and.
Yeah, the smugness, the smuggy.
Did you like the
air.
smell? Like when you walk through Broadway, all the vendors.
From what I can remember, yeah, I haven't had my sense of smell in a few years.
Oh, that's right. You don't have
I remember some things, but I mean, the smell I would remember from the city is piss.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What about the traffic?
Traffic's rough. Dude.
Traffic's horrible.
That's the only place I'd feel nervous driving.
Would you do it though?
If I had to, sure.
Would you like? I mean, even driving a taxi would be nerve wracking.
Oh yeah.
Everything's late.
Yeah.
And then you got all the traffic, and then everybody's honking at you.
Honk.
Imagine that traffic being here in Tampa.
Shit, we got bad traffic already. People can't drive.
Yeah, but the New York traffic.
No.
That
Because then hey, you fucker, get out of the way, you fuckers.
I don't know. I don't know.
Cocksuckers, move over, assholes.
I think we'd have more accidents happen than anything else if that happened here.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, I think that's about it.
I think so. Good show, buddy.
Yeah. 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Nice.
We should try to. Have we done a 4-hour show yet?
Yes.
We have. Was that rough on you?
Tiring.
Tiring?
Yeah, the stamina's not there.
Okay. Are we building up to it?
I don't know.
Could you do a 4-hour show again?
I mean, I guess if this is what we did and we didn't have to worry about anything else, you know what I mean? And we actually were being compensated for our talents.
Right. Like if they donated to the show?
Yeah, or, we finally make it big.
Right. I do it in the morning?
Yeah. Well,
I'd love to do it every day.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it was like a
That'd be nice to do it.
And the crew's good too. So,
right.
Everybody here we get along with. So.
I love to do all these shows every day.
Belly's
just
all right.
Belly's all right. He said, "Fuck you, Belly."
No.
If you're listening.
No, I think Belly bailed on us, fucker.
Did he really?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything since, like, Wipeout with Death. But somebody did say this is good bullshit. I don't know who this is.
Who is this?
It's a new listener there.
Where do you see that at?
In the chat, like on the side.
I don't even see that anywhere.
It said, this is good bullshit. So thank you.
This is good bull. Where do you see that at?
If I'm in the room right now, it's up on the side.
I don't see anything.
Wait, I just refreshed, so I don't know what's going to happen now. See if it disappears. No, it's still there.
Really?
Yeah, on the live chat.
I don't see it. I got the last one from 8 Cutting is big.
It's on the side where the bullshitters are. It's AR235, and then it cuts out after pi.
AR23 who?
AR235, and then pi, and then ...
Pi.
This is good bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't see anything. Are you sure?
Yeah, look. I'll show you on my computer. I'll make it bigger.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see
know
who that is.
So.
Interesting.
Well, if you're...
Oh, I see it now on the chat on the screen.
If you're being serious, thank you.
Yeah. Well, we went up to I think 86 subscribers.
Nice.
So we're growing. We have people. I mean, it's one of the hottest shows besides Bull and the Barnum Show. One of the hottest shows on YouTube.
Yes.
Bull's Radio Lounge.
Yes.
We're providing content almost daily.
Trying.
And once we get the hamsters going in the morning, we can do all that. So I would say join us next week, but we don't know if we're doing one next week.
We'll see.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Tell about these guys, what they want to do.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. Social media.
who got his own show.
And then
is not
bailed
gonna
twice, 3 times. Wait.
be there on the show.
Yeah, and then Halloween's the next week, so we're
Yeah.
fucked.
So I
And
gotta.
Thanksgiving's on a Thursday. I mean, what do we pick Thursday for?
That's the schedule. So I gotta pick up the pieces over here.
Well, we'll be all right. I'll help you pick
Like
them up.
I usually do.
I'll help you pick them up, damn
Jesus
it.
Christ.
I'm pretty, I've been steady. Just
I really think
October's
you should
busy.
say, hey, look, you know what? I'm doing the show. That's it.
Yeah.
Deuces.
You could say that, but I'll see you in a week.
The Bullshitter Show with Lent and Bull. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it for listening to us for 2 hours.
Toodles, everybody.
We'll see you hopefully sometime next week. We'll let you know. Check us out on Facebook. Just go to Bull Space Radio Lounge, and you'll find us there. And just check us out. Check all the videos out. Next Tuesday will be the Bull and the Bartender Show, and hopefully followed up by Off the Cuff, and then hopefully followed up by the Bullshitter Show.
Something.
We'll see you soon. If not, have a good Halloween. We'll talk to you later.